G'day. In this video we're going to have a look at XL Track, which runs between Obriens Road and Firth Road in the Lerderderg-Wombat Forest area. This track is seasonally closed in the southern section. So here we are going through the seasonal gates. The first part of the track runs down the hill to Sardine Creek. Track's basically a two-wheel drive track. There's a really nice campground down near the creek. Here we are approaching the creek. It's only a trickle. This is the start of the tricky section, so you can see the road's really rutted on the right hand side. It's pretty knocked up in parts. So it climbs up, basically up the hill out of the creek line. Here's a point where there's a bit of a choice with adventures. You can go left or right. We went right, where it's got a massive rut on the right hand side. Put the lockers in. It was very greasy and the car was trying its best to slide into the rut. See there, I was taking it very easy. Maybe I should have gone through a bit quicker. Anyway, we got through. Next time I would definitely take the left hand side. So track heads up the hill. It's heavily rutted. Nothing too difficult though, just got to be careful. So this section's very clay, very rutted. On the day we did it, there'd been a little bit of rain, but it was the traction was good. It was just a little bit greasy. You can see it get pretty gnarly if it was really wet. So it's probably a little bit of technical driving through this section just because of all the ruts and bits and pieces, but nothing very difficult. So XL Track is one of the more well-known tracks in the Wombat for four-wheel driving. It's a typical Wombat Lerderderg track in the sense it's got lots of holes. Here's one. We'd already tested this one, so I just drove straight through, but I'm very wary of these holes because I know some of them, like this one, can be very deep. So we always get out and test them just to check. I'm not really that keen on driving through deep holes. So once you're out of the valley, the track's pretty easy going. Here we are coming through the gates at Firth Road. So the track continues on. So we're just popping over Firth Road, through the gates again. First thing you hit is a dirty big hole, big mess. We went to the right, checked out the hole. It's not too deep. So it's just easy going basically along this section. Just got to negotiate all the bog holes. Got to be super careful. Some of them are really deep. You don't want to be going half in, half out on some of them. You'd literally tip your car, so you just got to be really wary. We drove this obviously at the end of summer, so the water's really low in most of the holes. Regardless of all the holes, this is actually a really fun little track to drive. Forest is awesome, as it is through the Lerderderg and Wombat. This hole I just about drove through around the edge and I thought, oops, went and tested it, it's a bit deep, so we went another way. So here we are coming out through the XL Link track intersection and heading further north. Fortunately we did this at a time of the day where the sun was looking straight at us, so there's just a little bit of glare. So this section, a lot of the holes have been infilled with some big gravel, so you don't have to worry so much about the depths because they've all been infilled. Still a little bit tentative on some of them just to make sure that we weren't ploughing into deep water. Once we were sort of confident that the holes had been infilled well, we more or less drove through all of them at this end of the track. Still a nice drive, but it's really probably not really a four-wheel drive track, this section. It just obviously gets pretty muddy, but the track's actually pretty good. There's been a fair bit of maintenance work up this neck of the woods. Here's one section though that had been fairly chewed out. I think this is just before Mill Road. So some of the boys have been in there having a bit of fun. There's another big hole there. So here's the Mill Road intersection. So the track continues across Mill Road. And this section's pretty well two-wheel drive almost. There's just a few holes. That's a nice drive. Thought we'd show the whole track just so people can see what it's like. And basically we're just about to come out on Firth Road here. So there's XL Track. Hope you enjoyed the video.